Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be taking a look at some interesting finds and theories surrounding GTA 6, including how the theme of that game might already be featured in Grand Theft Auto 5, and a whole lot more. So before we get started, today is an interesting date in GTA history. This is like a fun fact that you might not have known about. Today is January 31st, 2020. It was exactly 7 years ago today that Rockstar gave us the official release date for Grand Theft Auto 5, when they said that the game was going to be coming out on September 17th, 2013. It's crazy that 7 years from that date, we still haven't even heard a peep from Rockstar as far as like officially what's happening with GTA 6. So I found that to be kind of funny that on this day 7 years ago, we were all freaking out that Rockstar had finally given us an official release date for the game we had been looking forward to for years now. So I found that to be kind of cool. Hopefully we will see an article like that soon, but instead of saying Grand Theft Auto 5, it will say GTA 6. I know thousands, if not millions of people will be excited for that newswire, but that was kind of interesting right there. But anyways, let's get on to some GTA 6 theories and rumors that we need to discuss and dive into in this video. So over the last couple of days, there was a rumor going around that the Grand Theft Auto 6 theme, like the soundtrack, might already be in Grand Theft Auto 5. And I found that to be quite interesting. It actually comes in the form of one of the arcade machines in the newest update. So in the Diamond Casino Heist, Rockstar added arcades, and they added a whole lot of games that you can play to make it look like a realistic arcade. And one of those games is called Race and Chase. There's a couple versions of it. There's like a motorcycle, one with cars, one with trucks. And inside of those games, they basically give you 8-bit versions of GTA cities. So you've got Los Santos, you've got San Fierro, you've got Liberty City, you've got Vice City. And when you scroll over the various cities that you want to select, sort of an 8-bit soundtrack plays for each city. And the one that you get for Los Santos Nights is this. So if that sounded familiar, well, that's because that is the official theme for Grand Theft Auto 5. So Rockstar basically put an 8-bit theme for GTA 5 in this Los Santos Nights arcade machine version. Well, up until this point, all of the rumors, leaks, and reports are suggesting that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be taking place in Vice City, at least in some way, shape, or form. So if you decide to flip the game to Vice Lights, it looks like this could be an 8-bit version of the GTA 6 main theme. Take a listen to this right here. So again, this is just speculation, but I do find it interesting that the Los Santos one has the GTA 5 soundtrack, whereas the Vice City one has this unknown 8-bit track that we hadn't heard before. And who knows, that might be turned into the GTA 6 theme when the game actually comes out. And that would be pretty cool. And it would also be nice to be able to not hear this song in 8-bit. Like, it would be cool if we could actually hear the whole thing, but I doubt Rockstar would do that, especially if it's connected in any way, shape, or form to Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, a lot of people have also speculated that when you drive through the Vice City portion of this map in the game mode, that's how it's going to look. I think that's a little bit more of a stretch, especially because the game is 8-bit. And, I mean, they probably just drew some generic city in the background. Now, don't get me wrong. If the setting is Vice City, I would obviously expect it to look a whole lot different than the Vice City version we got in the PS2 era for a couple of reasons. Number one, if it takes place in modern times, Miami has changed a lot since the 1980s. And also, number two, Rockstar now has more powerful consoles that they can build this on, more powerful PCs. So expect the city to grow and change and look a little bit more realistic than the version we saw in Vice City a handful of years ago. So I found that to be kind of interesting. Again, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below on what you think. Now, because this car came out the other day in Grand Theft Auto Online, I also want to bring this up. A lot of people think that the Albany VSTR's logo has something to do with GTA 6. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case at all. I really do think this is a stretch, people trying to make connections. And even though you can kind of see like a V and an I, or a V and a 1, so it might be 6 STR, this is actually just Rockstar's parody of the Cadillac logo. So the car is actually based on the Cadillac CTS-V, and if you were to look it up, they both have a very similar logo. So I definitely think that that's a stretch there. And if that's the case, literally anything in the GTA universe with like a VI or a 6 in it, we would have to consider as a hint for GTA 6. And that's clearly not the case. I mean, there's plenty of brands in-game that have something like that. Like, for example, the Group Sex, the money trucks. We would have to assume that that is GTA 6. Or something like the Six Figure Temps website, that must be connected. It's not the case. Just because it has a 6 in it, I mean, in this one, I understand because it does look a little bit similar, but in this case, it's based off of a car and not any hints towards what Rockstar is doing next. Although I will say it has been fun to see a lot of the concepts that you guys have been coming up with for the GTA 6 logos, especially if it has a Vice City vibe. Like, for example, this one was made the other day by user G Bonnie on the GTA 6 subreddit. That looks awesome. You can kind of see like the blues and the pinks, kind of giving off like a Miami neon vibe. I really like that. That one is pretty cool. And a couple of days ago, another user, Ekimcheck, made this logo, which, again, is kind of cool. He's got like a version 1, version 2. So a lot of you guys out here in the community are creating some pretty cool-looking GTA 6 logos. But, again, as far as getting back to the new vehicle that was added in online, I honestly just think it's a coincidence and a parody more than any actual connection to Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, the last thing we're going to be talking about in this video today, I stumbled across this article from The Sun, which apparently is a UK news company. I'm from the US, so I don't really know what The Sun is, but they posted an article that said GTA 6 news on the way as game maker Take-Two Interactive preps big announcement for next week. And they say Grand Theft Auto fans may finally get some info on the franchise's upcoming game next week. Take-Two Interactive, the company that owns GTA maker Rockstar Games, is holding a key call with investors on February 6th, where it could share some news about the future of the franchise. So in case you guys are wondering what they're referring to here, this is actually Take-Two Interactive's earnings report that happens like every 4 months or every 3 months. And this is going to be their fiscal third quarter 2020 results. And that's happening on Thursday, February 6th, 2020. And it happens at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can listen into the call if you want. You can also read about it afterwards. And what The Sun is saying is that there's a good chance they will talk about GTA 6 at this conference. And I'm here to say that that's very much likely not the case. In fact, on these conference calls, whenever someone asks about Rockstar or asks about GTA, Take-Two will usually say, you know, we will let Rockstar answer those questions, or they have no comment. They will usually only talk about things that have already occurred, and then maybe some general plans down the line. I do not expect them on this call to say like, yeah, GTA 6, that's coming out later this year, Hope you guys are excited. Like, I'm pretty sure the chances of that actually happening has to be like 1%, if that. So do not expect that to happen on this call, but this is something we will be monitoring because who knows what Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick will discuss about Rockstar, GTA, their plans to continue it or not. Again, there's a lot of interesting things that could happen on this call, but I wouldn't specifically say that it's for GTA 6 only, like the Sun's website mentioned. So I'll leave a link to that in the description so you can check it out for yourself. That's something we'll be monitoring next week. And as always, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Do you think on that conference call something about GTA 6 will be announced? Do you think it's just going to be the standard conference call where they discuss business plans and whatnot? Again, let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.